Rick. Hey guys, good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. We are live at the well at Tree City Inn, and and of course, I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. We have the owner, operator, Keval with us, and of course, my sidekick, Miss Melody. We are going to be taste testing some amazing winter cocktails and talking about all the new things that the well is bringing here to McMinnville in the Warren County area. But first and foremost, I just want to say how amazing it is to see such a young person. I want to say, because again, we're about a year or two apart.
Right?
Yeah. And again, I've seen Keval grow and create all these things one after another, and he has done such a phenomenal job. And the well, again, is just an added attribute to what you can do, and I love it. But with that said, like we said this morning, there's not a lot of New Year's Eve events going on locally, but here at the well, you guys are going to be having something, correct?
Yeah, we are. So we're going to have our New Year's Eve event that will start at 9 p.m. It's ticketed only.
Okay.
And the ticket gets you any two of our cocktails, including our winter cocktails, or wine or beer. I would probably choose one of our cocktails.
Yeah.
And
that's what y'all known for.
Absolutely. And then also you'll get a glass of champagne to toast. And we just announced yesterday that we will have a fire act that will be doing fire acts outside, as well as LED light show throughout the bar, as well as the dance area and stuff that we're going to have outside where the DJ will be.
Melody is just, I'm so bad. It's so bad for her.
All the weeks for me to have a financial emergency and not be able to go where I wanted to go. It's not okay. I have to wait a whole year now. There's probably not going to be a
We'll just do a drive-by.
Absolutely.
I'll come take pictures.
So with that said, are y'all gonna be able to is it gonna be food served at this party, or is it drinks only?
So it's drinks only. We'll have small, Chex type bar snacks available on the tables and stuff, but also to cleanse the palate and just to have a little food. But we're encouraging everyone to go to Begonia.
Yes,
I was gonna say y'all are partnering up. Yeah.
Yep. So
if you want to go and eat, go to Begonia's. They're gonna close at 8.
Correct. Just to give them and anyone else enough time that decides to eat with them, which you should.
Yes,
absolutely.
If you haven't, you need to.
Food's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And it's not just pizzas and pastas. You can get steak as long as he can get steak.
Yep.
There's burgers. That burnt cheddar burger lives rent free in my head. There's salad. There's amazing, and their cheesecake. Their cheesecake is so good.
Even just eating their sides alone, if you want to.
I know.
2 sides.
Oh yeah, the mac and cheese. Oh, my kid
mashed
loves
potatoes.
all of it. Man, now I'm getting hungry.
I know, I am too.
I
just ate. Now I'm getting hungry again.
Same. But with that said, talk about this new menu here, Melody.
Well,
let's show them.
Jump on that. I heard you guys this morning. So the other thing that hasn't been announced on our social yet for the New Year. So we're opening the doors at 9 o'clock. And from 9 to 10, before you start spinning, the DJ starts spinning and all of that, we're going to have Lee Carr and Steve Harvey doing an acoustic set.
She loves them guys.
So they will be doing an acoustic set from 9 to 10 p.m.
Okay.
Just to kind of get everyone set the mood, get the cocktails going. And the DJ is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to donate to my cause, there might be a fire sale of things that are in my house.
There you go.
Might be selling one of my Christmas trees in the next hour.
An Airbnb one last minute.
So
that's so awesome. So 9 to 10, you're going to have a light acoustic play.
Correct.
And then from 10 to midnight.
And then 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Okay.
We will have Andy, our libationist, actually spinning.
That's who y'all are seeing rushing around back there, making all the jingle sounds.
Yeah.
But Andy, he's got his own DJ set, lights, everything else. So what we'll do is we'll talk about the cafe in a while, but we'll be removing everything out of there.
Yeah.
Changing that entire scene up. DJ will be out there with the dance floor.
Well, what's the dress code on this?
Be as fancy as you want. dress down a little. I mean,
come in your pajamas.
Yeah, I mean, be comfortable. I had
Come dress.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
a big one.
My big one was when I had my tech company in Nashville. Our official, unofficial dress code was wear anything that makes you comfortable, as long as it doesn't make others uncomfortable.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
always say dress as you're comfortable, and then I say come when you can, leave when you have to.
Yeah.
There you go.
But here's the other good thing, because this is all taking place. Part of this is there is a hotel. So you could actually get a room for the night. Make this a whole romantic evening. Start at Begonias. If you get a little too wasted, you can just crash here. Don't have to worry about driving home. I mean, this is a great deal.
It is a great
And then
deal.
maybe there's breakfast in the morning. Is the cafe open by then?
Yes. So
see?
For hotel guests, we've already got breakfast.
That's incredible. See? This is a whole thing, y'all.
Yeah. And then the cafe will be open very soon.
So talk about the cafe. I mean, this has been a slow process.
Very slow.
What was the concept of the cafe to begin with?
Yeah, the biggest thing was I'm a big coffee snob.
Okay.
And I wanted true espresso coffee drinks to where, you're not, I'm one of those where I don't like a lot of sugar. I don't like, I drink my coffee black. I'm almost like our spirits here. I like having the coffee. Like if you've got really good coffee, it should speak for itself.
Oh, got you. Like instead of putting sauce on the steak should speak for itself.
100%.
Okay, I
right?
got you now.
So we're, very fortunate when I opened up an entertainment venue in downtown Nashville, I got to know, I got to know the owners of Trema.
Fancy Jewel.
Awesome.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I got the German. The German.
The German.
Well, this one's got Frangelico in it, which is my top favorite.
Sweet.
I think I got the fancy jewel for a reason.
She really is.
That.
But I already told them I was a Frangelico addict. This is my go-to drink, and I love it. So I'm very excited about this one.
Is there Kahlua in that?
No, it's okay. Hang on.
Okay, let's go. Talk about your drink.
This is the German. Inspired by the decadence of German chocolate cake.
Oh.
This dessert-like cocktail blends Frangelico cream. Now I'm not gonna pronounce that word right.
Creme de cacao.
Cacao.
You know what? Let Kev read. Let
No. I like
mole bitters, and I know what mole is. That's a Mexican chocolate sauce that you put on chicken.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And caramelized Coco Lopez. I think I met a stripper one time with that name.
Oh, there we go.
Balanced with cacao, wash, dry vermouth. So, but yes, I've always wanted to try mole sauce, but I've always been very scared of doing it correctly.
So now you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna just drink it.
Okay.
You want to read yours?
Oh, fancy jewel.
You've got the fancy jewel.
Go for it.
Reading.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Look at me. Now I need my glasses. Here we go. An irresistible blend of London dry gin, green chartreuse, and red
Lillet.
Thank you.
Yep.
Elevated by our house-made honeysuckle bitters, sweet, herbaceous, and a dash of dryness.
Oh,
look, somebody's excited. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. And this is Father Knows Best, right?
Father Knows Best. Yep.
Bold and Ice Cube got a design in it?
Yep. So we've got our Tree City logo, the TC for Tree City, stamped into the ice.
Schmancy Ice Cube.
I'm so proud of you. All details.
I'm telling you, hey, the devil's in the details. You got to have all the little extra pop. Father.
I'm sorry.
No. Go.
I just want them to also come here.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
because Andy went.
This is a family affair, as I call it. Get up in here, Andy.
Okay. Oh Lord, Father Knows Best. Bold and smoky. This spirit-forward cocktail layers Aberfeldy Scotch with a whisper of Jägermeister. Oh, Jägermeister scares me.
It smells delicious.
A touch of green chartreuse and a subtle hint of root beer, smooth and complex, much like my father.
Oh,
maybe not.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, well, not much like my father. I'm ad-libbing.
Okay, you're going first.
I'm going to go first. You ready?
Sure.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh my God.
Is that decadent?
I may need a hotel room. That goes down so smooth, you wouldn't even know. It's kind of like Long Island iced tea.
So would that be as good as like a martini espresso?
I don't know because I don't do espresso.
Just saying, would that?
But I definitely can taste the Frangelico. It's very good.
I don't even know if you can really compete much with that as a dessert wine. As a dessert cocktail.
Okay, my go. I hate.
It's pretty sweet.
There's pressure on me. I like sweet.
Yeah.
So we're good. Oh, that's very fresh.
Do you want to switch?
Not right now. Hold on. It's got to heat.
It's just chartreuse lillet and dry gin.
So it's probably the chartreuse that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gives me like a kick of like I feel like I know I'm gonna redneck this and I'm so sorry. But like when you taste red hots in a hot cider.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of that, but it's like easier to drink. It's not as hard.
Yeah.
Does that help out? Sorry.
Balance.
Yes, there's a great balance.
I don't like when I make the fire knob.
I need a little water to clear my palate though. Because I'm not gonna. Okay, swap.
Right.
Well, Melody, hails bells, girl.
What?
You almost drank all of it.
Not?
So how's yours, Keval?
Surprisingly, this is the first time I'm trying this.
Oh,
I see what she's
picture
saying.
I see with you is like
There's
I
drink a lot of whiskey. Like I said, I am.
He thinks it's the chartreuse.
What? There's a bit of a fire here.
Yep.
What?
It's not bad though. It's
really not. It's like it's like what I get with the fire nog because I put the fireball in it, but there's no fireball in it.
Put the fire out.
Yeah. No, I do. I like that.
And by the way, I want to shout out to Duke Rice because we used to do this back in the heyday with Ashley and Keval on the radio station. That was for you.
Oh, do I need water?
I don't know. Do you want to? Well, you actually
I definitely like that one better, but this is not bad.
Good.
Okay, ready?
This is really good.
It smells great.
Yeah.
Don't hate me if I don't like it.
Well, I mean, like my grandfather said, anything's good if you like it. Right?
Oh my god, that's so good. It's like a melted frosty to me. Like I love that. I know you. That's your.
No, wait, you can have it back. No, but I really did. That's lovely.
You guys,
I'll try it.
Yeah, you guys don't drink. Do you guys drink scotch often?
No.
So
I want sometimes.
I want everyone to know with a lot of our cocktails. So scotch usually scares a lot of people.
Same.
Right? I mean, it's just people think it's really smoky. They just don't like the taste of scotch, or they haven't gotten their palate there yet.
Yeah.
When you try this cocktail, I mean,
I'm okay to drink after you because I do want to try it. I'm not scared of Keval's cooties.
I'm not either.
Plus, there's alcohol in it. Whatever cooties we have is going to get burned off.
That is so true. What do you think?
Oh, David would love that. That's nice. But I get the smoky thing.
I'm so afraid.
So my grandfather.
It's just a little flavor.
My grandfather's go-to drink, which my grandfather was an alcoholic. That's not how you drink. But his was Cuddy Sark. But he mixed it with milk because he said then it wouldn't tear up his stomach.
Smell it.
And I can't even imagine mixing that with milk and drinking that. Now that I'm older and I'm a drinker.
It's not as strong. Maybe. Let me tell you, that's not bad at all. It goes down super smooth.
I get the smoke to it. It's nice.
It's not as okay. These are the words I use when I drink. Like the scotches and the whiskeys and the bourbons that I've ever had in my entire life, they have burnt my throat. They burn.
That does not burn.
One does not burn you at all, and it is tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were these when I was here the other day?
And it's got a fancy ice cube.
It does. That's delicious.
This is how people get carried away with the drinking because they just go and it's like at Long Island iced tea. That'll mess you up real fast.
This you just introduced, like you told me over the weekend. These have been introduced as of this past Saturday, correct?
Yep.
Oh, so these are new. Y'all
these
come
are
on out.
brand new drinks.
New.
So we've had Fancy Jewel, Father Knows Best,
and the German.
The German.
And we got two others as well, right?
Yes, there's
Coquito
Prana Colada. Ooh.
So how do you guys
see,
come up
that
with
would have been me.
No, I'm gonna let both of them.
Yeah, for sure. Chat.
Yeah, come on. Grab a chair.
Here.
Grab
The Coco Lopez.
Yes. Okay.
Like-
So rum is my go-to drink, and this one's a blend of rums.
Come on, we'll make this work.
Spiced with red curry. I've never heard of doing that, but and then you throw cilantro in there.
You what?
Then you throw cilantro in there.
Like
It's a meal and a drink.
Yeah,
it's weird, but it's good. Thank you, Instagram. What can I say?
You know what? Out of my top 3, if you needed a dessert drink, that's
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And a part of me wants to, like, if you are in the Christmas vibe and you want like a Christmas cocktail, because I feel like a little cranberry color.
Mm-hmm.
Is cranberry in it?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All that's in there's the 3 spirits. It's gin, Lillet Red, and green chartreuse.
It might be maybe the honeysuckle.
I'm tasting
honeysuckle
some that's
bitters.
so sweet. I like it.
Maybe
Maybe not.
honeysuckle bitters are made in house.
Correct.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Those are not
good
purchased.
Lord, y'all.
Yeah.
How advanced is this bar?
Right. So the big thing,
Very.
and, you know, Mariah's not here, but
Mhm.
you're definitely going to see both these faces behind the bar. They do a phenomenal job of actually, so all the syrups
Yeah.
are made in house by this team, as well as the bitters.
Yeah.
So how many bitters do we make in house?
Oh, yeah. So it's more than half a dozen. I don't really know what the real
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's
There's-
amazing because, you know, everybody talks about store bought this and store bought that. This is not store bought. The reason that these are like well crafted cocktails is because it's in house.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's because we're crafting them and they're not just
Well-
out from a bottle.
Yeah.
it's like anytime like you bake, it's the love that you put into it.
Mhm.
The love you put into your craft, and it makes it taste better. And I firmly believe it. That's why church food tastes so much better.
It's it. Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. 100%. Even the fried chicken.
Oh,
But with
any of
this,
it.
Andy, and what was your name again? Gina. See, my headphones
Can
are
y'all
on. I
see
can't-
Gina? Look how pretty she is.
Gina's
I'm
so
only
pretty.
so y'all can see Gina.
Look, we're gonna do it like that way.
I'm gonna scooch over because y'all need to see Gina. There she is.
Full house. So, what made you guys like become mixologists, or what is it? What do you
Libationist.
Libationist? Yeah.
Honestly, this is my first bartending job, and I
Okay.
run the place.
But he's
I'm
killing it.
also a non-drinker. Weird, right? For the last 15 years.
You don't taste anything you make.
No, I taste everything I make, but I don't drink it. I spit everything right in the trash or down in
Ah,
whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been a
Interesting.
Talk about
non-drinker for
self-control.
going on 4 years now.
Okay.
Like, you know, it started with conscious reduction and it just became less relevant and imperative.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was going like 3 months at a time without drinking.
Yeah.
But I mean, like my like cocktailery journey began like 7 or 8 years ago. I was living in Martha's Vineyard, working at a hotel up there for the same.
Oh,
And I didn't know anybody there except for the night crew, and I had to work breakfast, so I didn't know anybody there. I was super socially isolated, so I drank a lot and I read a bunch of cocktail books, and that was how like what got me started in like down this path.
Yeah.
And some years later, like lived in like let's see. But yeah, and doing the chefing for 15 years, I moved home and was honestly burned out and done with it. And I didn't know what I was going to do with my life after I moved back home to McMinnville. It was right at a year ago. And then back in, I don't know, February or March, this presented itself and decided to run with it.
we've talked about that. God will put you where you need to be when you need to be
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
100%.
So- In your cocktail book reading journey, did you ever read Tequila Mockingbird?
Mm-mm.
So Tequila Mockingbird is a great cocktail book, and it's all cocktails based on books and
Love
book
it.
characters.
I'm here for it.
I will bring you my copy, and you can see if there's anything. Yeah, which is a great name. I bought it because I like the name, and then I've done nothing with it.
But so, with that said, this is just something that you've just been inspired to just continue the journey with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it appeals to my like history of flavor building and crafting like flavors, you know, and like, you know, it scratches my chef itch without being the same thing I've done for the last 15 years, you know.
Yeah.
Got all in my head about it for a while this spring, like 6-8 weeks into like getting things moving here. It's like, what are you doing? You never done this before, like with the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And I just sat myself down and it was like, dude, like, you need to chill out. This is just a different shaped kitchen. And it's been quite the growth curve since then.
And you've enjoyed it ever since, huh?
Most days.
Oh, well, there you go. Honestly. So, what got you into it?
Truthfully, I bartended many years ago before I was a parent, and I was a lot more young and fun.
Oh,
Right?
you're still fun.
Yeah.
Kids will suck that right out of you sometimes.
Yeah.
They take it from you.
I never thought I'd be doing it again. But in this environment, what Kevel's created here, it's definitely a completely different environment from what I did way back in the day.
Yeah.
It's nice, everybody's kind, everybody's here to have a good solid time. Like, it's cool. And it's cool to be a part of something like Kevel did, and if anybody can make it work in this town, I've said it 100 times to
Yeah, it'll be him. Yeah.
it'll be Kevel.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's a big, big job I felt like to take on. So especially here,
So have you been working for about a year as well?
I've been here since June. So
Okay.
I guess since
Summer. Love that.
Yeah, it's been
Awesome.
That.
See,
You should be so
I
proud of
love
yourself.
finding
I
out.
remember when he was just a kid in high school. Just a little youngster.
I love finding out how people end up where they are.
Right.
Because I'm not a native either. I stumbled in 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And decided to stay. So I mean, I love it's like because it's such a small town. I mean, we're known for Dottie West. That's it. We're getting better, but it's like, how did you get here?
What's your story?
Yeah.
Like everybody has a story, which is
Everybody
so
has a
great,
story.
And
every business has a story. And we've talked about that, about figuring out, possibly even doing where we go around to all the different businesses and say, how did you come up with this name?
Yep.
Like I know how Begonia's got its name. I know how Oh Sugar got its name. So I know some of them, but I think that's such a fascinating thing.
Let's start it now. How did the well become a thing?
Yeah, so I think, started an entertainment company in downtown Nashville, and then with other business ventures that I've got, I kept looking at what is McMinnville missing.
Yeah.
Right.
Liquor.
And yeah, right.
Well, not just liquor, but you got the problem there.
Liquor.
That's definitely part of it. Opening up Tree City Wine and Spirits, and then I literally just got to that point where I was like, my parents were retiring, so I was going to take over the hotel, and I was like, all right, we've got this property here. I've been here since '98. Parents have owned it since '98. What can I do to actually bring a true boutique style property to McMinnville?
Oh yeah.
So then, as I kept thinking about it, I was like, you know what? Well, we're definitely missing a full cocktail lounge, and I didn't want. I wanted something to where it was spirit forward, all the craft stuff, like squeezing the juices daily, and all of that. I just didn't know if we'd be able to have a team in this market to be able to do it. And fortunately, I've got Andy, Gina,
and that is incredible.
Mariah, who's not here, but with three of them, they're absolutely incredible. They're talented, and I am extremely blessed to be able to have them. And McMinnville's blessed to be able to have them in McMinnville to give them a big city feel. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So opening up the bar, I've got 2 young kids, and I was like, man, it's gotta suck if you want to go out and go somewhere. And in order to go, you've got to call a babysitter, but you're probably paying an extra 2 hours to a babysitter because you're driving an hour to get
Yes,
there.
correct.
And then you're driving an hour back. And then, so with all of that, I was like, well, you know what? I've got this property already here. Let me see if I can build everything under one roof. So we started with the Inn at Tree City, gutted all the rooms, and all the rooms have one of 4 themes that's catered to McMinnville.
Oh, I did not know that. That's fantastic.
So yeah, so out of the 4 themes, you've got kayaking, you've got a walk in the park, which is an homage to paying tribute to having the state parks that we've got around here.
Oh.
The third one is naturally Cumberland Caverns. And then we've got Isha Yoga Center, which a ton of people come traveling for. So I've got a room called Serenity, which is, based on Serenity.
That yoga. Is so cool. I love that.
And so, as soon as you walk into a hotel room, it doesn't just feel like it's a normal hotel room in any city. You actually know you're in McMinnville. So then snowballing off that, having the well, I kept trying to think of different names. And I was like, again, the main thing you've got right behind the bar with all of your on your speed rail and stuff is your well drinks, right? And then you've got well-made cocktails and
It
so on
kept
and
popping up.
so it kept going and then also, you know, having a drinking, having a place for people to gather and go to.
Yeah.
So all of that was encompassed and I was like, you know what? We'll just call it the Well.
I love
I
that.
didn't want to just call it a bar. I you know, I wanted it to actually work. So you've got the Well at Tree City, the Inn at Tree City, and then we'll be opening up the cafe at Tree City.
I
very
love that.
soon. January 6th to be exact.
Ooh, there you go. You heard it here
as a
first.
soft opening. As a soft opening from 5 a.m. to noon daily, 7 days a week.
Yeah. That's what I was
We'll be
going to
open
ask
7 days
you
a
about
week.
the cafe because a lot of people's like, you know, I go to work at 7 a.m.
Yep.
And that, you know, that is the one thing that we don't have here in town is everything
Yes, I've heard that over and over
at
again.
7 a.m. Nothing against the shops that sell coffee and things like that in the morning, but people have to go to work by 7.
Yeah, no, and you know, kind of like you alluded to, right? The other big thing is, and the business owners will understand this. One, it's tough to get really good team members right now.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
and then on top of that, the expense of just running a business.
Yeah.
So where we're fortunate here, we've got a built-in clientele because we've got hotel guests. We're open 24/7 anyways. And then for the cafe, we've got hotel guests that are going to need breakfast in the morning.
Right.
And to be able to cater to them. And we've got to be open 7 days a week for them. So I was like, you know what? Being able to, for us to have an infrastructure that already allows us to do that, not only for our hotel guests and the tourists, but for everyone in our community. I mean, it was almost a no-brainer to be able to do.
I think it's
love that.
wonderful. And it's nice to have, you know, a nice hotel. And like I said, for events like this, if you found out you maybe took one too many drinks and the drinks were a little bit more potent than you realized, then you've got a hotel right there and you don't have to worry about driving and you can just,
And if you're traveling and you got to make a stop, like this is why there's places like what Keval has for the Tree City Inn. We had places like this, but not nice, good looking places.
Mhm.
And he's really stepped everything up. Anything y'all have touched. I mean, the intricate detail in everything y'all do.
Well,
It's
I mean,
just amazing.
that's the thing though. I mean, you know, the details is where it's at. That's
Yeah.
the little
It shows
extra
you how you
touches,
care.
the little, yes.
And it, you know, it's not like you said, it's not just an ordinary hotel. You've lived here in McMinnville. You know McMinnville.
Yeah.
You know, and so when you put those themes into those rooms, it's like, no, I just didn't look at, you know, the Chamber of Commerce of what's popular. Like you already knew.
Yeah.
And that's what's amazing. That's why I like it so much. But is there anything else y'all want to talk about that I have not asked yet? Because I know there's so much half the time. I mean,
I know
your menus. I do want to talk about this because I was one of them that probably complained about the menus.
Yeah.
I am 40 years old and I don't care to admit it, but the old menus, they were just so teeny tiny and
look,
you can
hang on.
see the
do
word.
y'all see how nice that looks? Look how nice that is.
Yeah.
And it's quite extensive. And it's not just, you've got bar bites. You've got, you know, if you just want water, I mean, it's quite an extensive list.
It is.
Which is nice.
Y'all added a lot more to this menu, correct?
Yeah. So we've got our well-made libations, which are our signature cocktails that the team has curated a lot of as well. And then we've got our classic cocktails, which we have added on here, but it's not available until the cafe is open. So you mentioned an espresso martini.
Yes.
So the reason we have not had an espresso martini on this menu prior till almost now is because, you know, like I said, we've teamed up with Crema. They've got amazing beans. They're incredible roasters. I didn't want to just have a crappy espresso martini.
Yeah.
You know, that's just kind of off the shelf, and then we mix it and we give it to you.
A little bit of vodka.
Exactly.
There you go.
Well,
we're going to be brewing the espresso here, and then being able to put it in the cocktail.
Wow.
And
I
don't know if you guys saw Gina's face or not. Gina didn't even really know that until maybe now.
Surprise!
I love a good espresso martini.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be working with the team on making sure that it's up to par for me.
Yeah.
Because I am very particular.
Yeah.
Well, they have something called the Midnight Crema. which is vodka, coffee, liqueur,
That's it.
house-made simple syrup, and fresh brewed espresso.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's martini?
the espresso
That's it.
martini.
Ooh, it's got a fancy name. Well, and I also think this is hilarious. Bear in fork.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It's
The-
bear, like roar, bear.
Oh, like
Bear and fork.
River.
Yep.
Yes.
So a bunch of the cocktails actually have to do with McMinnville. So we've got the full
It's so
bloom,
cute.
got the full bloom, the Pioneer,
As you
the
should.
Bear and Fork,
Fiesta number 12.
Fiesta number 12. So anyone that's been anywhere and anyone that's been in McMinnville for a very long time remembers Fiesta Ranchero number 1, number
Yes.
2, number 3. So we're like, you know what? Let's just give an arbitrary number.
And
Anyone that's grown up here is gonna understand.
Yeah.
And that's again. Fiesta. Yeah.
I grew up here and be like, what is this? And
When
then
you
you have
said
that time.
where are we up
Yep,
to?
exactly. Right.
That's exactly what I thought.
And then because we, kayaking and stuff, we've got the day floater, and then we've got Miss Pokey's mule. You've got to give a shout out to Miss Pokey.
You don't know.
I don't know Miss Pokey.
Oh yeah, you're trying.
Just like you were saying about somebody not being from here and knowing the lore.
So who wants to say? I only know a little bit about Miss Pokey. I don't.
I mean, I don't
So
know
Miss
much.
Pokey, what I was told to me was Miss Pokey was the original liquor drink lady because it was illegal.
Basically
Yeah.
a bootleg.
Oh,
Yeah, bootlegger, basically.
Let's call her
And
what
if
she
her
is.
broom
Hey,
was
homage.
upside down, that means it's open for business. If her broom
Oh.
it's closed. That is what I
how they
was told. If anybody wants to add to
Right.
that, that's what I was told.
I don't know.
So,
My grandma told me that story. She's passed away now.
we might need Jimmy Haley for that one.
Yes.
Jimmy
Hey, Jimmy, chime
Haley
in.
is watching. We need to talk about Miss
So-
Pokey's.
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina originally. And we had a car dealership. And growing up, this guy, like the theme of this car dealership was we're dealing. And sometimes his dog would be in the commercials and sometimes his dog wouldn't. Years later, come to find out he was dealing drugs out of the dealership. And if the dog was there, that meant he had a stash on hand and come see him.
Wow. There you go.
Everything.
But
I'm
then
like,
she was a very old lady.
yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, and you never expect that. Well, it's like Moonshine Mahala. I went to go see her cabin and
okay.
she was a massive woman. She was like 500 and something pounds and never left her cabin, but she was one of the biggest moonshiners in Tennessee, along with Popcorn Sutton.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
there
which
you-
everybody knows Popcorn, but
Yeah.
not many people know Mahala.
No, you were the one that told me about Mahalo.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Lord,
Wait.
that was a scary drive to get to her
Maybe
cabin.
we should have a segment about bootleggers in Warren County.
I'm telling
'cause I bet
you.
there's a
Yeah.
ton.
Well, my understanding is that one of our downtown stores, in one of their closets, there is a hidden door in the floor to get downstairs where there was
Oh.
a speakeasy.
No. Can we say which one on the air? Is this
I don't know if I'm
secret?
allowed to say.
Or can you hook me up with them and maybe we build a speakeasy?
What? That
I
would be
will give
amazing.
hints, and if
know,
you know, you know.
Speakeasy needs to happen at Pure
Hippie.
Wealth. Have you been to Pure Wealth?
Actually, Dan and I spoke about.
Yeah. Okay. That downstairs has
What?
so much history at the Magnus House.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I love
And
that
then, I'm
downstairs.
telling you,
It would make a
I
great
said,
speakeasy. I've told him that.
Yep.
Yes.
Besides having a scary historical tale about the dirty
Yeah.
steps with the dirty footprints, I'm just saying.
Yep.
I'm just
So many great stories.
Hey Dan, if you're watching, let's talk again.
Yeah.
Yes, bring a speak. That's one thing. Like, when I was telling people about the well when it was opening up, they're like, "What's the well like?" And I go, "Well, if there was a speakeasy in this place, it's here."
Well,
Because
they
it's a hidden
and-
jewel.
And what?
It's like, oh, I like it.
But I think that's the other big thing that we definitely want viewers and everyone else to know is going to Nashville and stuff. My wife and I we go to hotel bars and stuff all the time. A lot of people, especially early on, had that misconception of, oh, this is attached to the inn, so I have to be a hotel guest
Right.
to be able to come in here.
That
It's
was
got
the
its
thing.
own door.
Yeah, this is open for
No, we'll take everybody's money.
Yeah.
Everybody's money's good here.
In the early renovations
Mm-hmm.
of the Blue Building, there was talk about putting a speakeasy down where the police department was.
Mhm.
And I don't know whatever happened with that, but I mean,
I would
actually
call it
giving it.
themselves.
Well,
Our
they were
judge
talking
said
about
something.
some kind of
Sorry.
name having to do with
No.
the police officers.
That
And
would
I
be
think
dope.
it would just be
Mhm.
hilarious to have a speakeasy with the police
And then you would
department
go
name or
in with the jail
something.
door, like the original jail doors.
That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Hey, if you need help with ideas, Keval, if you
Yeah.
feel like
Come to us.
I would love to create a speakeasy somewhere. But with that said, this has been an amazing experience. And I appreciate you guys for having us here and allowing me to be here. But I do have to cut it off because it is that time for me to go get my babies. But again, Warren County, if you want to come out and enjoy New Year's Eve at the Well, you can get your tickets
on Eventbrite. So you can type in McMiddle, it'll have all that, or follow any of our social channels just at Well Tree City.
Okay.
And we've got links all in there, or actually come
Just
into
come
the
in.
Well, have a cocktail. The team can help you get online and scan a couple QR codes.
Yeah.
But no, we're extremely excited. I can't wait to hear what Andy's going to be spinning. Like I said, Lee Carr and Steve Harvey are going to kick things off with an acoustic set inside the Well. And we've got fire dancers and LED light show and all things happening throughout.
Melody, I think we may be coming to the show. That sounds way better than my house right now.
I am not happy with being broke right now. I'm just going to tell y'all.
Well,
it was inconvenient.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey, sorry. In other news, Matt got his permit. My kid just passed his permit test.
Congratulations, Matt. Cheers.
And
Really glad you finished that with his permit test.
Yeah. Hey, but the neat thing is we learned that because he's already 18, he only has to wait 1 day and then he can go try out for the driver's license test.
Nice.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, that's not bad.
I don't know if he's going to do that.
So
but
yay, 2 trips to the DMV in 3 days.
that's why I said my husband.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in.
Absolutely.
And like setting this up, like calling me, and like anytime I say this to everybody, if there's ever you want me to do a pop-in podcast, if there's something we need to promote, you just
100%.
text message me, send it my way, and we will get it out there somehow, some way.
More cocktails that need to be tested.
You know, if I didn't have to go get my bacon, I would get that again.
I'm telling you, that was delicious.
Oh, so good. But with that, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County,
Keep it